People have a lot of big feelings about Disney World, especially on the internet.
We found our favorite 1-star Yelp reviews here in EPCOT, and we're gonna put them to the test.
When do we get to do the 5 stars?
When I say so. Okay, so here's how this is gonna work. Thanks to our amazing dramatic actors in the AllEars cast, they're gonna do some dramatic readings. If you can guess from the first review, that's 2 points. If you can guess from the second review, that's 1 point. But if you guess wrong at any time, that's 0 points.
Ah.
Let's go. Yelp reviews.
Yelp me.
They're 1 star.
Amy S. said, "Words can't express how much I hated this ride. It's literally the stuff nightmares are made of. The videos beforehand are preparing you, and they're kind of corny, but whatever, it's Disney and it's a virtual ride, so I didn't take any of the warnings seriously. Once the ride started, I started breathing really rapidly and trying not to freak out. I fought so hard not to bang on the walls and scream for help, but I figured they wouldn't hear me and I'd probably just create more panic for myself. It was truly awful. Get rid of it."
So just so you're aware, I get 2 points if I guess it right after the first review. I get 1 point if I guess it right after asking for 2 reviews. If I guess it wrong, I get no points.
I will tell them after the intro.
I've told them just now. Now they know
It's like
twice.
you don't even trust me.
I do trust
It's like
you.
she doesn't even trust me
I
to do my
trust
job.
you.
What do you want to do?
I want to guess.
Already?
Yeah, I want to guess.
So, every other one, I think the highest score so far is 18.
18's our highest score.
So can
I
she
think
get
I have
higher?
to get a perfect, or no,
You
I
have
could
to
get a 19.
Yeah, you have to get a.
But if I guess wrong right here,
Game's over. We quit.
game's
Video's over.
Video's over. Mission space.
Yeah.
Yeah! High five.
Oh, sorry. I was typing.
Nope, that's
High
alright.
five.
No, it's okay.
That's what you get when you don't trust me. You don't get reciprocated high fives. Just for funsies, let's do the other review. Roll the clip.
Now, I remember when my kids were 5 and 6 and I took them on this ride and they absolutely loved it. 10 years later and my teenagers are begging me to go on this ride and I'm thinking to myself repeatedly, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. To calm myself down, I try staying positive by thinking, it's Disney, how kind of intense could this be? And oh boy, was I wrong. Getting off the ride, I'm dizzy and I'm nauseous, and I wish I was in the hotel room. After playing in Epcot for 6 hours, we headed back, and just as we got off the bus, I'm like, I need a toilet, I need a toilet, I need a toilet.
I still think it's Mission Space.
And you're still correct. Okay. All right, let's go to Mission Space.
Here we are at Mission Space. This is a simulator attraction that simulates the feeling of going into space. Yes, for real. A really cool thing about this ride is that it was developed with astronauts, and many of the astronauts who rode it did say that it was the closest thing they had felt to the actual sensation of going up into space. Now, it's also really intense, as you might imagine. There are 2 different versions of this attraction. There's the Earth Mission Green and the Mars Mission Orange. The Earth Mission will simulate going into space without the actual G-forces. It's a lot more chill. It's still an enclosed space, but it's going to be something that you can experience without it being quite as intense. The Orange Mission does simulate actual G-forces and can be very, very intense. So that one is going to be a little bit more dramatic. It's definitely something you want to read the warning signs about.
So this is what I'll say about it. Either you love it or you hate it. I actually have friends that would get like Genie Plus and Lightning Lane just to experience Mission Space.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I'm like a love. Are you love or hate on this?
I love Green Mission.
I love Orange Mission.
Yeah, but also, we ride Green Mission a lot.
Well, yeah, because of fragile.
I always forget how intense Orange Mission is. It is more definitely more thrilling.
It feels like, for me, like Green Mission feels very much like I'm sitting. It's pretty and it's relaxing, honestly. But it feels like I wait in a lot. Although you probably didn't. Green Mission doesn't say a lot.
And I think that's the point, right?
Yeah.
Like the reason I wait in Green Mission is because that's how much I hate lines, and I don't think I'm willing to get, to skip the line, to pay to skip the line for Mission Space.
But the Orange line isn't typically insane, except on really busy days. Like today, it was just 20 minutes, which isn't bad at all.
Right.
And we only waited like 12 minutes probably.
To get to the pre-show.
Yeah, to get to the pre-show. So it's really not that bad, like of a wait compared to other stuff. And you get the thrill of the G-forces. Your face goes like,
Yeah. I didn't hear you. Did you mention that this is the only ride that still has doggy bag, little paper bags.
Yeah, it still has doggy bags.
Yeah, so...
I thought you were going to say, did you mention this is the only ride that has Gina Torres?
Gina Torres.
This is the only ride that has Gina Torres.
Immediately 5 out of 5. Overall, I'd say my big takeaway here is it's a little dated. No matter what happens, the effects will still work, but it is still kind of fun and immersive that you're assigned roles, which is pretty cool.
That is fun.
But I do think if you're familiar with Smuggler's Run over at Hollywood Studios, which we did the same thing over at Hollywood Studios, the Yelp reviews, I say this walked so Millennium Falcon can run.
For sure. And it's definitely not like I feel like this is a great like second tier attraction. Like maybe it's the one that you say like if I miss it, that's fine, but if we get on it, that's great. And that's kind of a good spot for this. That's definitely where it is for me. I still do really like it though. I think it is really thrilling. I think it's a really unique experience, and for that I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 on Quelp.
I'm gonna go right down the middle. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 on Celp. Two of those stars are for the fact that you can have a less intense mission.
Gina Torres.
And the 1 star is the extra stars for Gina Torres. I do want to point out this is the Advanced Training Lab, and a lot of people in like the other Yelp reviews, not just the one, but other 1-star Yelp reviews, maybe 2-star Yelp reviews, they all mentioned how much they loved. Like this was a big, like exciting thing for them. Like thank goodness that we could send postcards from space.
Should we do it?
Because
should we send one to Emma?
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. I've never done this before.
Press the screen to begin.
Welcome to Postcards from Space.
Okay, this is big.
This is big. Oh, do we let Emma know we have a problem?
Hang on. No, there are exactly 3 options here.
Wait, can I guess what the 3 options are?
It's stressing me out that you don't already know.
Okay. I'm gonna say, take me to your leader.
Correct.
Saucer invasion.
Correct.
And we have a problem?
Oh no. No, it's alien abduction.
What is Miss Alien Abduction?
It's between the 2.
I like it.
Alien abduction.
I think that's it. I think we've done it.
That's it. So we have to get both our faces in this.
Or both of us? I don't...
Emma, here this comes.
Well, I think that was a job well done.
I would agree. I think we should tell Emma to check our email and start filming.
I think so too.
All right, now that we've done that, we can see the next review.
Oh yes, we shall.
Wow, so overrated. Let's start with, it's my husband's birthday. Got set down, bread was stale. Could not open a bottle of wine. Wow. Poutine was excellent and actually tasted better than the filet mignon, which tasted like flank steak. Told the waiter, he just said he would tell the chef. Okay. Nothing off the bill whatsoever. I tell you, save your money, don't waste it here. Thanks for nothing.
Le Cellier.
Good job. Let's do it too.
Poutine locked it in.
Yeah, I thought it might. All right, just for fun, let's do the other one.
What is with the stellar reviews? This place is like Outback on its worst day with Daniel's broiler prices. I don't even know what that means. If you like bad cuts of overcooked meat at ridiculous, even for Disney prices, please be my guest. Tables are also tiny and placed so close together, you might as well put strangers in my lap. Super dark too, probably to mask the badly cooked meat.
I've never actually been to Le Cellier. Do you know that?
Really?
Have you been?
Yeah. Wow. Who is the real expert here? Jeez, guys.
Le Cellier Steakhouse is located in the Canada Pavilion. It is a table service restaurant that is considered one of the more romantic restaurants in Disney World. Very like dark lighting, intimate setting. You will hear the complaints the tables are a little close together, and that is true. Now, I have heard both that this is the most amazing steak in Disney World, and I've also heard that it is not. I think this restaurant's a little on the inconsistent side, but you'll see it is kind of upscale. They've got a poutine and mussels. They've got beautiful butcher's cuts of steaks, land and sea options, sides, and Le Cellier is one of those that has a pretty big cult following. A lot of folks love love Le Cellier. So this is a very, very popular one. Even one of the Yelp reviews mentioned there's a lot of really good reviews, and that's because a lot of people really love Le Cellier. What do you think of Le Cellier?
Steak, poutine, close families, dark, Canadian.
Really painting a picture here.
Okay, to be fair, I gave you some. Look, I've got a confession.
Is this where the dubiousness comes to light?
You told me you had never been to Le Cellier before,
That's true.
and I gave you so much hate about it. But I have also never been to Le Cellier. I just don't feel like eating a steak in the middle. Truly, I don't feel like eating a steak in the middle of my Disney World day.
Yeah.
Or do I feel like, from what I've seen from the prices, that I'm like raring to get a nice steak dinner at the end of my. So, to be fair, what I'm going off of is.
I'm gonna venture to say actually that we can tell you what our coworkers and colleagues say about Le Cellier, but a Squelp is not gonna have a review on this one.
No.
But never fear. I'm actually know that I'm getting dragged to Le Cellier soon because, as you may know, Emma is currently working on making me finish my Every Restaurant in Disney World gauntlet, and Le Cellier is either next on the list or right after that. So I'm going soon, and
Wow, you guys.
She's not dragging you. You haven't seen you dragged once. I've seen him drag you around a couple times actually. As soon as I said that, I was like, I'm lying.
Nah, that girl knows how to drag.
Yeah, one thing Emma does, she drags us around. We also have, if you're going before that video comes up, our website, AllEars.net, has tons of reviews from people just like you for Le Cellier. Speaking of which, if you like the Yelp reviews in this article, if you disagree, go fight them on our AllEars.net site because we have plenty of reviews from people who go to Disney a lot. Fight them with your words. Come review these restaurants, come review these rides, especially because after we finish the Yelp series, we're going to go to another site, and we would love to do the AllEars.net review. So if you go and review this stuff over on AllEars.net, your review might be featured in a review video.
Be honest.
Be honest. Don't do we're not doing just 1 stars for those either. So don't just
be
do 1
honest,
stars.
be brutal, or be truthful.
Or be funny
or
and
show
fun.
the love.
And we have full reviews of Le Cellier on our channel right now from our amazing reporters who have spectacular abilities at reviewing food, and that is up on our website, so you can go check that out too.
Battle them with your words, tiny Canadian Ariels.
No, EPCOT. Alas. The mouse is a picture of the past. His peak was Steamboat Willie, so why does he keep trying to shape the future? The problem with these older Epcot and Tomorrowland attractions is that they're modeled on temporary World's Fair attractions, but they're built to be permanent. Mickey should have just left the most interesting and important examples alone and raised the rest. Most of the time, the ride is just annoyingly outdated. I recommend you skip it.
I really want a perfect score, but I don't really know this one. I have a guess, and I think I'm gonna get it wrong. So I'll go for my 19 out of 20, and ask for the second review.
So what I hear is you've given up.
Well, no, because I could still beat my last score with 19. If I win today, there's nowhere to go up when we do Disney Springs.
You're right. Even though Disney Springs has like the most restaurants out of anywhere.
Yeah, and I'll definitely get a perfect score there.
Okay, here's the next one.
When the most recent tableau you have on a ride, whose sole mission is to show you communication advancements throughout history, is Steve Jobs inventing the Apple computer in his garage, it is time to update the ride.
I would have been right. It was Spaceship Earth.
Yeah, good job. Let's go.
Yeah.
Spaceship Earth is a slow-moving dark ride attraction, an omni-mover attraction, which means the track does not stop moving. It is basically teaching you everything there is to know about the progression of Earth, planet Earth, both the technology and everybody that's currently inhabiting Spaceship Earth. It is the park icon. The big ball is the park icon. The entire attraction takes place inside the ball. It's currently about a 10-minute wait, and that's on average what you're going to see. That's kind of on the lower side, between 5 to 10 minutes. We've seen it go up around maybe 30, 35 minutes, but that's the most really you're going to see. Now, I'd be careful about this one because it can have super high wait times right at the start of the day, because it's the first ride that people see, and people typically will hop in the first line that they see. But don't worry, keep on moving. then come back at a different time because the line will inevitably go down once people have gotten over the hype of being at Epcot, and come back and obviously ride it with a 10-minute wait. Definitely one of my favorite attractions. But Spaceship Earth.
This is about a spaceship. It's colder, and we're all riding on it. Every single one of us, even you, even me. We're on a spaceship. We're on Spaceship Earth. And that's pretty much all I have to say.
All right, that's the reenactment.
Yeah.
Spaceship Earth is one of those things that I hold near and dear to my heart, so this is going to be very, very personal. I mean, no, what I'm going to say isn't personal, I'm just saying, like, the review is personal.
I killed a man on Spaceship Earth.
I love the music. The music is a big draw for me. I love the narration on this attraction. That's a big draw for me. I love the nostalgia on this attraction. That's also a big draw for me. It's been around for a very long time. This is an Epcot staple. Not only is the inside of Epcot, the Epcot ball, an icon. The Epcot ball itself is the icon of the park. So there's a lot of things going against negative reviews, in my opinion. Is it dated? Could it use some updates? Absolutely. In fact, there was an update teased in 2020 where
they announced an update fully. They filed permits for it, and then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And that is all. All construction projects got paused. This one included, and it has never been mentioned again.
Yeah. And we didn't honestly, we don't have any idea what those updates were going to be.
Yeah. All they basically said was that there was going to be a story light that in the concept art looked like it was maybe going to be a projection effect that guided you through, and the assumption was that there was going to be new narration because that Spaceship Earth has gotten many updates over the years. Always
used to be Jeremy Irons.
Yes, always updating the narration and bringing it a little more into the present every time.
Yeah.
Because Spaceship Earth is about the history and future of communication, and we keep catching up. So they do have to keep updating this one to keep giving it the new.
And I will say that review is spot on. Just like Tomorrowland, it's trying to be the future. We keep catching up. Back to the Future too. We passed 2015.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, and I still don't have a hoverboard. So what's up? What's up?
So I'm gonna give it just because I've been pretty mean today.
You're Simon Cowell. You're Simon Cowell every single day. You don't stop being Simon Cowell. Where's your V-neck? This is not a V-neck.
It's not a V-neck. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 because I love everything about it. However, I can understand that it is dated and it could potentially use some projections. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm going 4 out of 5 as well, and just with the caveat that hopefully one day that update does come back around, and I am very excited for it, and I will take it right to a 5 out of 5 for me. This is a perfect attraction. It's just a little old.
Who rated this ride anything above 1 star? I can't even imagine. The mouse should have left this one alone, because the update makes it far more dated than it would have otherwise been. As it is, it's just dirty and run down enough to feel like you're inside a failing small-town bowling alley arcade where the floor is sticky and all the coin slots are jammed. The character was never the best brand, and trying to roll him in with some B-movie comedian? No. Just no. Skip it.
Wow, I was really gonna get that wrong when I nodded really confidently, but it is Journey into Imagination with
It is.
Figment.
What were you gonna say?
Test track. Yeah, if you think about up to the arcade, that's when I clapped. I was like, that's Test Track.
Test track. Okay.
Yeah.
And just for fun, we'll read the other review.
This used to be one of my favorite attractions in the entire park, but no! Disney felt like the children wouldn't resonate with it enough. Yeah, let's take the lovable character and match it with science. It's not even that educational. Plus, I hate that moon guy.
Kids do love science. Also, I really liked this when I was a kid, so they were right about me.
Quincy loves science. Journey into Imagination with Figment is a slow-moving dark ride where you enter the Imagination Institute, and Dr. Nigel Channing is going to show you all about the 5 senses, but Figment kind of gets in the way and causes some chaos, and he ends up showing you the 5 senses the way that he would, which culminates in a big finale where you go into Figment's house, but everything is turned just a little bit upside down, where imagination is a blast, and that's the way you should experience things, with an open mind and silliness. Hey, you know what feels wrong?
What?
To really not, to not really pay homage to an Epcot mascot that has been kind of, done dirty the past several years. So I feel like the only way to really say thank you to this Epcot mascot is to do a reenactment.
I thought you never asked. I'm Quincy.
I am Sage,
I'll be playing the role of Dr. Nigel Channing.
and I will be playing the role of Figment.
I didn't tell him that I wanted to be Nigel before this started.
No, okay, here we go.
Welcome to the Imagination Institute.
I'm Figment, and I think you should definitely come on
You
tour.
cannot come.
because
No, you should come on the tour. You cannot come on the tour.
didn't hear it.
No, Figment! Welcome to the Sound Labs. On one side, you'll hear a tone. And on the other side, you'll hear a tone. Sound is the body's lotion. And can you interrupt me, please?
Oh, wow! Hey, Doc.
What? I've lost my train of thought, Figment.
No, you haven't.
That's
It's over there. With every spark, and like your fancy, your eyes see more than what your eyes see.
Welcome to the Sight Lab. Review this chart.
With A, B, C, D, G, and G, you can see things differently. Follow the bouncing ball. One fancy spark, and like your fancy, your eyes see. Oh, maybe it's my head. Then what your eyes see.
Welcome to the Smell Lab. No, Figment! I hesitate to send you into the Touch and Taste Lab.
What a great idea. Oh, are you kidding?
Yeah, that didn't feel as dramatic to me
Oh
as it felt to
gosh.
you.
Okay, good. What a great idea. Mwah. Let's go to my open house instead.
Look, I'm in a bathtub.
I'm in a television.
And look, it's my kitchen, and there's a tea set.
Wow, we're hanging upside down.
Wow.
This is crazy.
Now, as you can plainly see, imagination works best when it sets free.
That's right, Doc. Imagination is a blast.
A little spark of inspiration is at the heart, and it's the sight to make your fancy fly. What else your sight that meets the eye? Figment, for me, okay, so this is a complicated one because Figment has gone through a lot of iterations over the years.
Yeah.
And it is widely agreed upon that this is the second worst iteration. They don't like the first iconic classic one with the Dreamfinder is the one that everybody loved. Then they went to one that was like, it's bad. And then they improved a little by bringing Figment back and putting him in this one. This is the Journey into Imagination with Figment that I have always seen.
Yeah.
I grew up riding this one. And though I know that it is objectively not that great of an attraction, I personally have a very strong nostalgic connection to it. And also it is the ride that features Figment, who is a beloved character for me, a beloved character for a lot of people. I think that gives it a couple of more points. It also typically has a short wait, so I do ride it a lot. But it's definitely not a standout. I think it is a must-do, just because it is technically historical and the wait is short all the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you can ride this with a 5-minute wait, you should. Why not? It's like a short ride with a 5-minute wait. Get on another ride.
I totally agree.
But I don't think you should wait more than 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe for this.
The big takeaway that I would say from this, and I'm just going to reiterate this one small thing, is that it is an easy ride, and those are super hard to come by in Disney World just in general, you know.
Easy to ride, it's not a lengthy ride itself, you can do it pretty quickly.
Yeah, especially for younger kiddos as well. Are they going to understand science and the 5 senses? No, but it is a simple like, wow, look at this cute purple dragon, big explosion at the end. I'm going to rate this, again, we're going down the middle, it's a 3 out of 5, just because I do love the nostalgia. I think it's an easy ride. And it has Figment, which is an Epcot mascot. So 3 out of 5.
I'm gonna go 3 out of 5 as well.
The only reason I gave this 1 star was the excellent job our server did. My wife and I were jammed in between several large families with very young, energetic children, while several other tables in a quiet section were open. The blank and blank was mealy. Signs that had been thawed and refrozen. The batter was spotted with old burnt crumbs from the old fry oil. My wife's corned beef and cabbage with mustard sauce came with neither cabbage nor mustard sauce. This whole dinner was a complete disappointment. And of course the bill was the Disney standard twice what it should cost. This used to be a favorite place, but the food quality has dropped dramatically.
I know it, I think. But I'm scared.
Don't be scared. When you're down and out, don't be scared.
Rose and Crown Dining Room.
Yeah, good job.
Yay! Yay!
So this is the Rose and Crown. There are kind of two different versions of the Rose and Crown. There's the Rose and Crown dining room, and then there's the Rose and Crown pub. This is where most likely you'll find me.
And me.
And Quincy at
We're
the.
looking for me and Sage.
We'll be at
Probably
the
in
Rose
here.
and Crown pub.
We live here.
It is a walk-up bar and it is a full bar. And then there's the other Rose and Crown, which is the Rose and Crown dining room. It is a table service restaurant that offers unique views of the water as well as your typical UK eats. We're talking like bangers and mash, fish and chips. Now I have been here several times before, and I do agree that it can be inconsistent. But I think a really great reason to get a dining reservation here is because look at that view, perfect views of the fireworks, and it's right next to the pub, and you can get kind of whatever beverage you want.
Well, I have a suggestion.
We cannot reenact the Rose and
reenact
Crown.
the Rose
We cannot
and
reenact.
Rose and Crown.
How are we supposed to reenact the Rose? Hello, fish. I'm Chip.
Wow, you're really onto something here. I think we should reenact the Rose and Crown. I'm Quincy, and I will be playing guest.
And I'm Sage, and I will also be. And I'm Sage, and I will be playing server. And I'm Sage, and I'm playing the food. I will be playing the server. Hello, love. What can I get for you?
I love the fish and chips.
All right, can I get you anything to drink?
Oh, cosmetics.
Righto. I apologize for any UK natives offended by my last bit.
Yeah.
I've been to Rose and Crown many a times, also for my 21st birthday.
You went for your 21st birthday?
I did. I drank around the world on my 21st birthday, and I chose Rose and Crown because of the firework location, and because I love the pub, and you can get almost anything you want to drink there because it's a full bar. However, I think the food can be, again, inconsistent. It's a little lackluster. It's not my favorite. A lot of it is kind of quite greasy in my opinion. Even when it comes to the fish and chips, they do have some solid fish and chips, but you can find even better fish and chips literally 2 doors down at Yorkshire Fish Company. I'm having a struggle bus about it because I like it. I like the pub, which is still technically the Rose and Crown, but I don't love the Rose and Crown dining room.
Technically, Disney lists them as 2 separate establishments.
But Yelp only says Rose and Crown.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right, so for me, Rose and Crown dining room. I also love the pub. We love the pub.
Yeah.
The pub is amazing.
We love the pub.
The pub.
Because I love the pub. We love the pub. Everyone
He, she, we
love the pub.
The dining room, we actually do have a review of the dining room on the channel. We did it as part, I believe, of an EPCOT Perfect Day. But it has fireworks package options, which I think is going to elevate it a little bit because the fireworks views from here are very good. The fireworks package, the way it works is that after your meal, they will walk you down to their private patio for viewing the fireworks. There were like maybe 3 other parties on that patio.
Yeah.
It was amazing to watch the fireworks like that. So easy.
Is it at the same place where we...
It's right here. It's on this side.
Okay, but it's not
like
the same
this
place where we had
front
the
part.
MEI travel party.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, so I really like the fireworks package option. I also do love the food at Rose and Crown. I famously love English food, which is not something that I think anybody says, except maybe the English. But I love English food. I love an English breakfast. I love bangers and mash. I love like English food, and I love getting English food here. It's relatively authentic. It's not obviously going to like fully transport you, but it's pretty good. It is very, very heavy food.
I think that's it. When I say greasy and it's heavy. Yeah.
Like it's like this is the kind of thing that if you eat this, you're probably done. You know what I mean? Like now you go lay down.
Maybe I just haven't found like my plate here.
Maybe the fish and chips are not my plate.
No, but that tends to be something I
The
lean
bangers and mash
towards.
are great. I don't think I love my plant-based shepherd's pie.
No, I didn't like the shepherd's pie either. That's what I'm saying. I've only.
Maybe you just haven't found your
I
plate.
haven't found my plate. I need to
But
find my
it's
plate. Hey, if you've been to the Rose and Crown and you've really enjoyed it, like what's a plate you think I would really like?
Yeah, I think
Not
I love
Quincy,
the experience at Rose and
I would really like.
I think on Quelp though, I'm still gonna give it hard.
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 stars. Just because I love the vibe. I know we're saying it's different, the dining room and the pub, but technically Yelp is only saying Rose and Crown. They're not saying pub or dining room. So I really love the pub. I just need to find my plate.
This is my
I need to find my
plate.
plate
This is my
at the
plate.
dining room.
I'm gonna go up to a 4
Oh, okay.
because of the pub's existence, and also because
Of the pub. Oh, got it.
yes, and because you've gone 3. So I'm skewing our average up a little by going to 4 and making it so that Squelp is 3.5.
Okay. Whatever, fine.
Ah.
Ever been to an airport before? Yeah, cool, me too. That's probably how you got to Disney World, right? Awesome, yeah, me too. Wanna wait for a deluxe airport experience? Cause that's what this is! Walking through what feels like Terminal A only to be mansplained by some guy on a small TV how to buckle your seatbelt. Next up, take a ride on our deluxe DMV experience. I just don't get Disney anymore. I'm tired. Time to watch some TV. For the record, I would like to point out that all of these pants are clean.
Oh, Soren.
Oh, good job. Yeah.
It's literally themed to an airport. That's what threw me off, is I was like,
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah.
I like that he's saying Patrick Warburton is mansplaining to him how to buckle his
Patrick Warburton
seatbelt.
mansplaining how to buckle his seatbelt.
All right, roll the just for fun the other one.
Star Tours is a motion simulator attraction. This is a thrill ride. The warning signs were not clear. I screamed the entire time. People around me were looking at me as if I'd lost my mind. I was 300 feet up in the air. Disney needs to be more clear about what a ride is before you ride it. 1 star for blindsiding me.
Soaring Around the World is a motion simulator attraction where you sit in a chair and you fly high above some really beautiful scenescapes like Tahiti, the Taj Mahal, the Great Wall of China. You're flying all around the world. Now, if for some reason you were here and you didn't see Soaring Around the World, you probably saw Soaring Over California, which is its predecessor and what you can see over at Disneyland, where they're flying over scenescapes around California. We're talking like orange groves and at some point in Disneyland. Now, you are just sitting in a chair and looking at a giant screen, and you do fly pretty high, but I always say that Soaring Around the World walked so Flight of Passage could run. Both sitting in chairs, one is just more technologically advanced than the other. And yes, it is themed to an airport because the point is you're hang gliding and you're flying around the world like you would on a plane. A lot of people don't know that Soarin' is actually written by the same people who wrote High School Musical.
A lot of people don't know that Sage and I actually played the original Frank Gabriella in the off-Broadway High School Musical before the movie came out.
A lot of people don't know that my 6 abs were photoshopped in for Zac Efron's 6
A
abs.
lot of people don't know that Vanessa Hudgens' voice is dubbed as my voice in every High School Musical movie.
A lot of people don't know that I am Zac Efron.
No, Zach!
I actually love this attraction only because I think it is super relaxing. It's definitely got like a peaceful vibe to it. I do understand, yes, you are pretty high up, and there are some I wouldn't say jump scare, but just some more thrilling moments that'll just go, but I think it's peaceful. I love my favorite scene is Fiji. Oh, I love Fiji.
Fiji's my favorite scene too, I think.
Just because it's giving those beach vibes.
The smell.
They do have smell-o-vision. I don't know if that's what they call it, but smell-o-vision, where you can smell some of the things you're seeing in front of you.
Yeah.
Really enjoy this attraction. However, it can get pretty lengthy. I would say on average, you're going to see it anywhere between 45 to 65 minutes long on a normal day. But overall, I'm a fan of this attraction.
And also, the wait for this is low at the beginning of the day, and it does drop off at the end of the day, like pretty heavily for several hours it drops. So you can usually get on it with a 20, 25-minute wait. There's also games in the queue, so this is one that I usually actually don't mind waiting long because I like to do the trivia. But it's just a really pleasant ride. I would, be aware that if you're afraid of heights, it might cause some issues. But it does it for everyone. Like Emma's afraid of heights, and she doesn't have issues on Soarin'.
Yep.
It's just so relaxing. It's so beautiful. The smells are amazing. It's a pleasant ride.
So I think on my self-rating, I am gonna give this. Man, this is rough.
But if I give mine, will that help you?
Yeah, because I don't want to keep going middle of the road.
Oh, interesting. I was gonna go 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Then I'll go 4.
I can't think of anything that I'd change about this ride. Outside of maybe like a new version, but that's because I've done it so many times. But like, if that guy over there has never done it, I want him to see this.
That's fair. All right, I'll go 4. Just because it's not
We'll knock it on rewritability.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's great. It's a great room.
So you're going 5?
Going 5.
Going 4. Wow.
Leah L said, "Why is the blank pavilion always the worst one? I feel like it should have way more to offer. A million years later, we have this extremely dated experience that literally bores me to tears. Sure, the AC is nice, but if I was paying for AC, I would have stayed home."
American Adventure.
Hey!
Hey, I thought you were gonna high five
I
me
know you
here.
keep doing. I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm like being bullied.
not being bullied.
Being bullied.
I was excited, then I went down to right. That's for fun. Let's do the other. Roll the clip.
Something isn't checking out with these timelines. The two main characters of the show didn't live during the same time, did they? No, they couldn't have. I'm giving this show a 1 star because Disney has confused me and made me forget all of history.
That's funny.
I think that's
and
funny,
real.
too. And real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suspend your disbelief, people.
We have stepped inside of the American Adventure Pavilion in EPCOT, which is where you'll find the show, The American Adventure. This is a really wonderful show that I highly recommend doing at least once, although not a must-do every single time you go to EPCOT. It is an animatronic show hosted by Ben Franklin and Mark Twain, and then you can see all of these historical figures in animatronic form, telling a little bit of the story of America. It is a long show. I would allocate like 30 minutes to it once it starts, and you want to get there a little early to make sure you make it inside. There are several shows a day you can check out when they happen in the My Disney Experience app, and I really do recommend seeing this one if you really like animatronics, because it is one of my favorite shows to see from an animatronic perspective. There are so many of them, and they're really cool. This has the first ever animatronic that went upstairs, which is really amazing, but your kiddos will probably be a little bored unless they are really into robots or history. Just a warning there. And a lot of folks, myself included, sometimes use this one as a good midday nap. In fact, if you are snacking or drinking around the world, I highly recommend seeing American Adventure because the seats are comfortable. The air condition is blasting to protect a lot of the historical items that are in this pavilion. And the show is kind of like quiet, more relaxed. There's loud music and like cannon fire at some points, but otherwise you're going to be able to rest. So highly recommend this one for a rest, and I do recommend seeing it at least once.
Well, let's talk about our reviews before we go
reenact.
see it, or we're reenacting it.
I think we should reenact,
Want
right?
to reenact?
I mean, it's a long show.
It's like a 35-minute show.
Yeah.
But let's talk about our...
It'll be pretty funny because I don't think either of us remember it that well.
Oh, I remember it.
Oh wow, he's gonna
One more blue and one
thing a lot of
more
people don't know is
gray.
that Sage has actually played Ben Franklin in the American Adventure show for the last 50 years. Which is impressive because that's longer than Epcot's been open.
And then they talk about slavery, which is bad, and then Mark
Yeah.
Twain's like, well, we probably made some not great choices.
Yeah. And then they're like, all right.
And then they move on.
I really like this show. I said a lot in the spiel that I do really like this show. I think that it is a little outdated with some of the like ways that it presents things,
Yes.
but I still think it is kind of one of those nostalgic Disney shows that is like very like really brings you through history and feels very patriotic. The real reason that I love this show is because of the robots.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were saying.
What are you gonna say?
The real reason I love this show is because it's dark and there's comfy seats. I think last time I saw this with you, you're like, hey, you cool if I go to sleep on your shoulder? Just like, yeah,
That's
and then
true.
I filmed it.
And I did go to sleep for the whole show. I immediately went to sleep. That is one of the two reasons I love this show are because of the robots and because it is a great place to sleep.
From an animatronic standpoint, I think this is probably the best animatronic show. And that's crazy, like even putting it up to Carousel of Progress.
Yeah, I would agree.
But like it really is. It's got some really interesting like levels and things like that. But all that being said, I agree. I don't think this is a must-do. I do think it is like there are some touchy subjects that happen within this regarding.
When you're watching it, you might have a couple of moments where you're like, this show is old and it feels it.
Yeah. But it is. I agree from like a patriotic standpoint and a comfort standpoint. I really
So
like
comfortable.
it.
The seats are so soft.
So come for the patriotism, stay for the soft
nap.
seats. I'm gonna go a 3. I was gonna go 2.
So I'm between 2 and 3.
The only reason I'm gonna give it a 3 is because the pre-show of the American Adventure are the Voices of Liberty,
you're
which is
including Voices of Liberty in your
I
rating.
am, which is a fantastic way to start the American Adventure. It's an Americana a cappella group. They sing right here in the atrium. They're so good. They are a must-do, but they basically bump right up to each showtime. So you'll see the Voice of Liberty, then you go right in, and all in all, it's about like an hour experience. The Voice of Liberty plus the American Adventure. So I'll give it a 3.
I'm gonna go with a 3 because even though I don't necessarily recommend this to 3 out of 5 people, for me, I do like it, and I feel like I can't in good faith give it a 2 when like 3 I feel like is I like it.
Yeah, that's fair. I get that.
I like the show, so I feel like I have to give it a 3 because I feel like 1 and 2 are you don't like, 3 is you like enough, and then 4 and 5 are like you like.
Yeah, but
so I'm
like,
gonna go 3.
You don't have to do it.
You don't have to do it. No.
Okay, wait, I can't do this anymore.
Leah, no. Who are these people? Don't they understand that when this opened in 1982, that it was unbelievable what they accomplished? There are stages that stack underneath the audience. I mean, they have Benjamin Franklin. Is that who it is? Benjamin Franklin walks up the stairs. Mark Twain smokes a cigar and smoke comes out. You know what? I'm done. I'm done with all of your reviews and all of your opinions because I don't want to know people like you exist. I'm out of here. I'm going to see American Adventure, the best show in town.
Benjamin, shall we adjourn?
We shall. Grab my hand. I'm Quincy.
I am Sage.
I will be playing the part of viewer.
And I will be playing everybody else. I bet you're wondering what happened in the past. Yes, I am. By the way, I've got a cane. And I've got a cigar. The British are taxing us. Revolution.
Oh, gunfire.
That's the Hall of Presidents. Oh, no, it's the Hall of Presidents. Oh, and then we're skipping ahead, because I don't remember it. Oh, I remember it. 2 brothers, one wore blue and one wore gray. I'm the other brother. We have differences. Yeah, we do. Good luck to you. Only one brother left, he's wearing blue. I'm Susan B. Anthony. Is that right? I don't know, I don't think that's right, but it's okay. Oh, I remember it. Women are important. We have inventions and we matter, women's rights, woo! Not Benjamin Franklin, what's his name? Hey.
Huh?
Hey, the guy who he was on the raft.
Frederick Douglass?
Frederick Douglass. I remember. Rosie the Riveter. Hey, boys, I'm doing better than you. So, I'm doing stuff in the army. America, Ronald Reagan. Spread your golden rings. Walt Disney. Run away from things. Bill Clinton. Beyonce. America. And then, seems like we know a lot about America and cigars. Me too. I know a lot about America and canes. This is crazy. Stare into the distance. Theater expands with other statues and...
Spit me out of here and save yourself. This food was god awful. We came in for their breakfast around 10 a.m. and thought it would compare to other breakfasts and dining experiences at Disney parks and resorts. It did not. We ordered our food and were surprised at the atrocious lack of options this restaurant had. Because we were not very happy, my mom was venting to Pluto about how awful the food was. And I had to keep taking pictures with them awkwardly each time they walked around this moving restaurant.
Garden Grill.
Yeah. Not
I was
believe.
scared. Like he's gonna take it away.
I'm not gonna take it away.
I've been burned before.
No, I didn't mean to.
Dubious.
No.
All right, Garden Grill. Let's talk about it. So Garden Grill Restaurant is a character dining restaurant here in the Land Pavilion. It does actually spin. If we stand really still, you'll notice that it is moving just a little bit. So that means that over the course of your meal, you will see a couple of different scenes looking out into the actual ride scenes from the Living with the Land attraction. It does not spin fast enough to cause any like motion issues for most people, but you can see it does spin a little bit. You also can meet Mickey and friends here. It is super fun. It's typically Mickey, Chip and Dale, and Pluto. And it has a menu of lots of like garden inspired favorites, a lot of American classics. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is family style and it's pretty popular. It's pretty tasty. It's also one of the more inexpensive, all you care to enjoy character meals. So this is a favorite of mine because I literally can watch myself grow up in photos of me and Farmer Mickey from Garden Grill. It's definitely one we recommend because of those prices, because it's easier to get into, and because you typically get a lot of time with the characters.
Hey, what can I get you?
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe I'll do the plant-based menu today.
Yeah, well, we do have some gardens, vegetables from our gardens if you want some.
Oh, pretty cool. Yeah, no, I'm laughing. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm gonna lead with my review.
You're gonna lead?
I'm just gonna say it right now.
Oh.
It's 5 out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah, I really love this one. I would recommend it to anyone who.
Whoa.
I spun the camera around. I really love this one. I'd recommend it to almost anyone who's interested in a character meal, a more unique dining experience because it spins, just delicious Disney food. I would recommend it for all those reasons. I've never had an experience that I did not enjoy at Garden Grill. It's nostalgic. Mickey's there, Chip's there, Dale's there, Pluto's there, Sage is there. I just like...
Sometimes you'll see me in the corner. Hey, everybody.
There are no corners. It's a round restaurant.
I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. The only reason is because this is a personal preference, I am not a huge fan of spinning. I am not a huge fan of character dining experiences. Now, I do agree live entertainment is important and that there are people who that's for you, but specifically in locations like this where it's not as busy, there will be times where you have seen the same character 9 times and it can get a little tiresome. Like, I'm just trying to eat my food and I feel awkward that I'm like scarfing down Mickey waffles in front of Mickey and he's staring at me doing it. And I'm like, I'm sorry I'm eating your face right now, bro. And he's like, oh, it's okay. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna continue to eat, you know? So there are those moments that I don't love, but that's personal. But I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. But overall, I do agree. Food is awesome. Ambiance is awesome. I love that you can see Living with the Land from a perspective that you can't see from anywhere else.
Yeah.
Super cool. And just a fun fact: if you're on Living with the Land, don't forget to look up because you can actually see Garden Grill.
In the restaurant too. Yeah.
So yeah, do that.
People who say this ride is great are just straight up lying to you. If you have ever seen the movie, there is absolutely nothing novel about this ride. I'm here because of my whiny daughter who doesn't know any better. If you're waiting in the regular line, be prepared to wait like dumb cattle being led to slaughter, as every Genie Pass holder passes you immediately. Do better, Disney.
Remy's Ratatouille Adventure.
Sorry, that's wrong. I'm sorry, that's wrong. Oh, just
Frozen Ever After! It's Frozen Ever After!
Yes, it is. Oh no! Oh no!
I was so sure.
You said it without a doubt in your mind.
No.
Just for fun. Roll the clip.
You are not the first to pass this way, nor shall you be the last. Anyway, I waited a long time to get on this ride. We stood in line with the most obnoxious kids on the planet. This probably led to some of the disappointment, but definitely not all. The ride is about 90 seconds. I literally have no idea why people would wait longer than half an hour for this. I also feel like this has no business being in Epcot. To quote Troll 3, disappear. Disappear.
Yeah. I would have gotten it if I heard that one.
Frozen Ever After is a slow-moving boat ride that actually takes place after the movie Frozen. So basically, Elsa has unthawed Arendelle, and now she's inviting everybody up to her ice palace. So Anna and Kristoff are together. You're gonna see Sven, you'll see Olaf, and then you actually do get to go up to Elsa's ice palace, but then she immediately sends you away because she only has, the social battery for like maybe 4 seconds. but typically you'll see Frozen Ever After anywhere from 45 minutes to sometimes on busy days 100 minutes. People are always a little bit irritated by Frozen Ever After because it did replace an EPCOT fan favorite. I would say an EPCOT cult fan favorite, the Maelstrom, which is a slow-moving boat ride that took you around Norway, and you got to see some mythical creatures from Norway, like trolls and different things like that. So when they brought in Frozen Ever After, people were bummed, and a lot of people are still bummed.
I'm Quincy,
I am Sage.
and this is Frozen Ever After.
I want to be very clear, I've been given specific instructions to just wing it.
Wow! We're going up to the palace. Look at everybody, they're all here.
There were two girls. One was pretty mean to the other one. Was like, ice, take it.
You're going to Elsa's Ice Bus? Lucky. Wait, I'll be the background.
I'm Olaf. Wow!
For the first time in forever. So it's time to see what I can do. Let it go, let it go. I am one with the wind and sky. Elsa Montage. Here I stand. With the storm rage on.
Good. No.
Wow, Arendelle.
Oh wow, it's gorgeous. Puffins?
Puffins.
In summer and things. Well, and that's it.
That's pretty much something. Frozen
Yeah,
Ever
take
After.
that 45 minutes.
Yeah, you waited no time.
You waited no
and you got to experience
for free.
for free, and it didn't feel like the bargain version at all.
I did love the Maelstrom when it was here, and I do think that there is some there's some tricky situation when it comes to Disneyfying countries that can be troublesome. But as far as the attraction itself, just speaking for the attraction itself, not having to do with anything that came before it, I actually think it's a cute ride. Are there better versions of the ride out there?
For sure.
Yes. But I think it's a cute ride. I think it does what it sets out to do, which is lets you revisit some of the great music of Frozen. There's some fun animatronics. I love me some Josh Gad. Do I think it is worth 45 minutes, 60 minutes? Probably not. But it is definitely geared to younger families, and so I think there is still a solid takeaway here.
So I absolutely love this ride. Prior to Guardians opening, it was my favorite ride in Epcot.
Yeah.
Fun fact. I really love Frozen. I love that story, and this ride makes me feel like a little kid again. You can look at any ride photo of me on this ride, and I look like this.
Yeah.
I'm having the best time. It makes me smile. It makes me feel so happy to like be on a classic Disney dark boat ride, seeing these characters that I love. So I absolutely love this ride. I have ridden much better versions of Frozen Ever After. I've ridden the Frozen ride in Tokyo, which is similar to this ride, except in every way it's better. It's so good, but that doesn't change the love that I have for this ride.
We're talking about this attraction specifically.
And specifically ranking it in the scope of Disney World, this is in my top 10 still. It might even still be in my top 5 rides.
I will say, because oftentimes this gets compared to Remy's Ratatouille, not because it's anything similar, but just because it is high demand attractions on either side of the World Showcase. So you kind of have to make a choice sometimes when you're rope dropping, like which one are you gonna do? And I would always rather choose Frozen Ever After.
Yeah, I like Frozen a lot better, like Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. I know that some people like Remy's better. Some different strokes for different folks.
Sure.
But I just love this ride. I actually am gonna give it a 5 out of 5 on 12.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I was okay. Can I ask? Just really like that's like top.
Yeah, because I mean, truly, this is one of my favorite rides in Disney World.
Interesting.
And like, yes, there are better versions in other parks, but if I'm talking in Disney World about my favorite rides, my top 10, I'm giving my whole top 10 5 out of 5, and this is in there.
Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit below that just because that seems excessive.
No, it's good. The queue is good. The ride is good.
The queue is not
so good.
There's one part of the queue where you go into.
No, you were walking. That's your fault.
Did that hit your toe?
No.
Thank goodness. I was like, that would seem painful.
The queue, you walk around Arendelle, you get to see Kristoff sell the Ice Masters shop. You get to see all the different shop fronts. There's bulletin boards with stuff about the summer holiday.
Oh,
then you
Oakens
walk
is great.
through the Arundel town, and then you go into Oakens.
It is a switchback for 45 minutes in the dark.
I did not realize that there was going to be controversy on this. All right, you have to let us know in the comments, is Frozen a good queue or a nightmare queue?
I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 on Selt because I do think it is a great attraction for what it is. Again, the music, the feeling that it gives you. But do I think it's a 5 out of 5? No. I think there are some other things that can be better. I think I've broken our friendship here. She's so quiet.
This place sucks. Everything sucks. They charged me $5 for a spoonful of rice. Not clear about the prices, I kept asking how much the rice was, and the waiter said he didn't know. He said around $3 and charged me $5, making me have the most expensive order. $5 for a tiny bit of rice. Are you kidding me? I would have bought a mac and cheese bowl from the parks for less than $5. How hard is it to get some cheap, tasty rice?
Well, you know, I'm going to send it.
You're gonna send it?
I'm going to send it. I'm going to guess. You don't think I can do it?
I'm not saying you can't do it.
He's looking at me dubiously.
I'm not saying
He's looking at me dubiously.
I'm not saying you can't do
it.
Saying dubious? Dubious!
He's so dubious.
Okay, fine. Say what you think it is.
Nine Dragons Restaurant.
I'm sorry. You're incorrect. You're incorrect. Okay, well, let's for
My score.
No, I don't plan on coming back here literally anytime. The restaurant is not as special as it tries to be. You can see their big blank in the other building for free, and we'd rather spend our money on food and service that is decent. Personally, I am uncomfortable with the amount of seafood served in the restaurant and was turned off by watching guests dig lobster meat out of a freshly cooked crustacean just feet from living sea life.
I was not aware that they had rice at Coral Reef Restaurant.
That was one of the 1-star reviews. Said, hey, $5 rice.
But I get 0 points, so I guess wrong.
Oh, you did? No.
Yeah.
I was really hoping for that 1 point.
No, I know.
Wow.
That's why sending it was such a big deal.
Note to self, you never send things. Not in the mail. Not when playing football.
Not on video.
Not on video. You never send
Do
things.
never send anything. Do not send your emails.
Do not send your emails. It's just bad luck.
Just don't send your emails. You'll lose points in life. Coral Reef Restaurant is a restaurant here in EPCOT that is inside the aquarium. Now, this is actually the second largest aquarium in the United States behind Atlanta. It is a beautiful aquarium. You can see it at the end of the Seas with Nemo and Friends attraction, as well as by just heading into the pavilion, taking a look around the aquarium. It is a spectacular aquarium, and this restaurant is actually inside the same building with a wall that looks out onto the aquarium. Eats-wise, you're gonna have a lot of seafood, as you may have guessed. Yes, you eat seafood while seeing seafood swim. But it's got a lot of it's got a pretty small menu with a lot of seafood focused options. There are some non-seafood options, but it's kind of a seafood spot. It is widely disliked in quality, but Emma and I actually recently did a review here, and we were kind of middle of the road on it. So you can see that on the channel right now if you're trying to decide if a meal at Coral Reef is right for you. We went into air conditioning.
Yeah, we didn't have a choice. Tis hot.
It is hot.
So you just did a full review about
I sure
Coral
did.
Reef.
Coral Reef is...
I just say it like that.
Wow.
I sure did.
I did do a review of Coral Reef. Thank you for asking. Coral Reef, for me, it wasn't as bad as I had heard, which I think made me feel a little bit more positive about it, but it was not something that I would recommend. And all of its appeal comes from the environment. Looking at that fish tank is awesome.
Yeah.
It is so cool to be able to just turn your head and look at stingrays and sharks and stuff swimming by. It's amazing. The food was not great. It wasn't like bad. It was edible and it was, you know, like fine. It was like quality food from like a Chili's, you know? It's just like I would not use that as one of my precious table service reservations in Disney World. However, I don't think it's as bad as people say, and I think if you maybe have like someone who's really into like aquariums, then it could be a really cool meal for that kind of person. It's also very easy to get a reservation. You can get a reservation day of very easily at Coral Reef. So if you like just really want a table service meal and it's what's available, it's not going to be horrible. I can't recommend it when there are so many other amazing table service restaurants in EPCOT. So for me, for a Quelp, I'm going to go with a 2 out of 5.
Can I ask you one question?
Yes.
Do they still have the Caesar salad?
No.
Then it's a 1. It's a 1 for me.
Sage was probably the thing that I've talked to Sage most about in our entire friendship is the Caesar salad and Coral Reef.
It used to be like, I don't know what it was. You know, it's funny. Like, I also, to be fair, I haven't had that Caesar salad in like a long time. So it's probably one of those situations. If I were to have the Caesar salad, it's like a never meet your hero kid kind of situation.
You know that my favorite Caesar salad is from the Mexican restaurant that predates Antojitos at City Walk. Was my favorite Caesar salad of all time. And that's gone, obviously, so I feel your pain.
In all fairness, I'll actually give it a 2 out of 5 based on recent meals there. Not ideal. The reason I'm actually truly not ideal, just because I didn't like any of the food that I had. The only thing that was worth it was, as you mentioned, was the ambiance and the fish.
That's why it's up from 1, is because the ambiance really is cool.
Yep. Boom, nailed it. Well, not to be weird, but you got your worst score. 15 out of 20.
Well, you know, progress is not linear.
What is it?
A-linear. I'm gonna get my perfect score at Disney Springs.
Okay, because we are doing Disney Springs. What's important here is that everybody in the comments, let us know how you did.
Yeah.
If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
And now go watch me try to figure out these 1-star Yelp reviews at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Bye.
We'll see you there.